Hey, bonjour, bonjour, hello. I'm Angela, and I'm the Indigenous Coordinator for the EarlyON Child and Family Centers in Simcoe County. And I've asked 3 of my coworkers here to help me celebrate National Indigenous History Month, which is the month of June, and to help me celebrate Indigenous People Day on June 21st. And now I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Hey, Margie, how about you go first?
Hi everyone, my name is Margie. I'm a program facilitator with the EarlyON Child and Family Center, Simcoe North.
Miigwech, Margie. Jen, how about you go next?
Hi everyone, I'm Jen. I work at the EarlyON in Alliston from E3 Community Services. Hello.
Thanks, Jen. And Leanne, if you would go next.
Miigwech, Angela. I'm Leanne from the EarlyON Child and Family Center with Empower Simcoe EarlyONs in Barrie, Innisfil, and Bradford. And I'm really happy to be here to share this experience with all of you. And I thought, Angela, before we all get started, if we could share a land acknowledgement together.
Excellent.
So the EarlyON Child and Family Centers of Simcoe County acknowledge that we are situated on the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe people. The Anishinaabe include the Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi nations, collectively known as the Three Fires Confederacy. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and committed to moving forward in the spirit of reconciliation and respect with all First Nation, Métis, and Inuit people.
Miigwech, Leanne. I'd like to do a smudge now, if you will indulge me in that honor. In my bowl, I have some sage. Just want to make sure it's going. And now I'd like to offer it to you. Miigwech. And I know Margie has a song that can get us started. Do you mind doing our hello song for us, Margie?
I'd be honored, thank you. Miigwech. I'm going to do a welcome song in 3 languages, English, French, and Ojibwe. So here we go. Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you today? Bonjour mes amis, comment ça va? Comment ça va? Comment ça va? Bonjour mes amis, comment ça va? Comment ça va aujourd'hui? Ani, 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 anishna, anishna, ani, 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 anishna.
Miigwech, Margie, thanks so much for doing that. Today I'd like to do a little chat with you about some of our family members in Indigenous culture. And so the Anishinaabe have some pretty important people. We talk about elders. What are they? Elders are the gatekeepers of First Nations wisdom, knowledge, and history. They impart tradition, knowledge, culture, values, and lessons through oral teachings and role modeling. Elders are the first and foremost teachers and role models, and they're a vital part of our teaching process, from infancy right up through adulthood and beyond. So elders teach us about the culture and the vision of life. So this happens through ceremony and traditional teachings. So when you talk to an elder, there's some special things that you need to remember. So you need to make sure that your volume and your speed at how fast you talk are appropriate because we want to make sure that they understand everything that we're saying. One of the things that I came across too in my teachings was we want to be careful about making eye contact. So yes, we want to make eye contact, but elders may not sustain that eye contact with us as we would in non-Indigenous cultures. So one other thing is be aware that if you reach out your hand to shake and say hello, they may not respond by shaking your hand. This is just their way of being. So if they reach out their hand first, by all means, greet them with a handshake. But if they don't, just acknowledge their presence. When you're talking to an elder, please make sure that you address them as Elder Alice Johnson, as opposed to saying Aunt Alice, you know, that shows a lot of respect. If you want to take a photo, please ask for their consent first. And if you ask for information from your elder, it's important to share with them some tobacco. So you will offer them tobacco, and you might do it in a tie, which is a red, so you might do it in a little red piece of material. You'll put the tobacco in, you'll tie it up, and you'll pass that to them as an offering for the information that they're sharing. And it could be tobacco. Traditionally, it's tobacco, but you could also offer sage, sweetgrass, or even cedar. What else do we want to know? Oh, we want to know about family members. So here is Mishomis, that's grandfather in Ojibwe. And here is Nokomis. Nokomis is grandmother in Ojibwe. And these two members of the family, they offer a lot of information. They share teachings, and grandmother, or Nokomis, is Grandmother Moon, and she has lots to share. And Mishomis, he offers information like, I want to say like as old as a rock. So he has lots and lots of information to share there. We want to talk about aunties and uncles. So an auntie or an uncle is anyone older than you. And so instead of saying, this is my elder Alice Johnson, we may call her Auntie Alice. And that shows a sign of respect. Anyways, that's just a little bit of information that I've learned over my time here from my elders and my knowledge keepers. I hope that this information will help you in your journey and your conversations with Indigenous people. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.
You got Angela. Nokomis, could you tell us a story? Could you tell us the story of how Beaver got his tail?
Oh, Jen, I really like that story. Absolutely. But you know what? I might have to get Angela to help me out. Is that all right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, here we go. So, Nokomis, I don't mind helping out. Would you like to sit here beside me? Okay, we don't want to lose you in my photo here. Here we go. So, how Beaver got his tail. It's an Ojibwe legend, and I just happen to have Beaver right here. This is Amek. Amek is how you say beaver in Ojibwe. Once upon a time, there was Amek, who loved to brag about his tail. Do you see his fluffy tail? Oh, he loved his tail. One day he was out for a walk, and do you know who he came across? He came across Benishi. Benishi is bird in Ojibwe. Oh, Benishi, do you like my tail? Yes, I do, Benishi. It's a beautiful tail. Well, don't you wish you had feathers as fluffy as my tail? And don't you wish your feathers were as strong as my tail? And don't you wish that your feathers were as beautiful as my tail? Well, why do you think so much of your tail, Amek? Amek didn't like that. He thought Benishi was being rude. Well, he went on for a walk. And he came down to the river to have a little drink. And while he was there, do you know who came along? This is Muskrat. And in Ojibwe, his name is Wajushk. Well, hello, Wajushk. Don't you love my fluffy tail? Oh, well, it is a fine fluffy tail. Don't you wish you had a tail like mine? Well, is it big and is it strong? Why, yes, it is. It is big and strong. Don't you wish you had one like mine? I didn't say I wanted a tail like yours. Well, that made Amek really upset. Oh, he was so frustrated. He went for a walk down along the bank and he came upon a tree. And he thought, you know what? I'm going to nibble at that tree. Those people were so rude to me. I'm going to nibble and nibble and nibble and nibble. Shh, down went the tree. Beside it, because he was still frustrated, was another tree. It wasn't as big as the first one, but it was bigger around. And he nibbled at it, nibbled at it, nibbled at it. All of a sudden, down it went. Oh dear. Do you know, beside it was a great big tree. Well, Amek looked at the tree and he decided that he could do it. He would take his time and nibble, but then he got thinking about how rude Benishi had been and how rude Wajusk was. And he nibbled and he nibbled and he nibbled until, boom, down went the tree. Oh, it landed on my tail. Oh, I'm stuck. I can't get out. Oh, poor Amek. What is he going to do? Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled and that didn't help. And he thought, well, maybe I'll just dig a little bit and dig a little bit and dig a little bit. And then he pulled and he pulled and he pulled and he pulled. Oh no, my poor tail. It's stuck under the log. What am I gonna do? Oh, my tail. Just then, Creator heard that sound. He wondered what was happening. He said, Amek, what's happening? Oh, the tree crushed my beautiful tail, and now no one will like me. Creator told Beaver they did not like him for his tail, but they loved him for his kindness and his wisdom. He also told him how to use his flat tail. It would help him swim fast, and he could go in the water and he would use his tail to figure out which direction to go. So it actually helps him swim. And Creator told him that when you're out in the water and someone comes along and you want to tell your friends, he said, all you have to do is slap your tail down on the water, and that will tell everyone there's danger about. Well, hearing all of these things made Amek feel happy again. When the animals saw Amek's flat tail, they were pretty shocked. But Amek said, it's okay, it's better this way. From that day on, Amek never bragged about his tail again, and all the animals loved him. And that's how Amek got his tail. What do you think, Nokomis? Did we do a good job? Oh, you did a great job. Thank you, Angela, for sharing that story with us. I love Amic.
Miigwech, Angela, and Nokomis, thank you for the story. I have 3 little beavers, and I'm gonna call them Amics, just like in the story.
Yay!
And I think my friends might know this story of the 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. These are going to be the 3 little Amic jumping on their bed. I think their bed would look like this. 3 little Amic jumping on their bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more Amics jumping on the bed. And we have how many left? 2. There they are. 1, 2. 2 little Amics jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped her head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more Amics jumping on the bed. How many do we have left? There's 1. 1 little Amic jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more Amics jumping on the bed. Oh, no more Amics are going to jump on their bed. Maybe they should go to sleep. Let's put them to sleep in their bed. And then I have another story. I have a bathtub. Let's see if I can get it to show you, my friends. There's the bathtub. And there's 1 little Amic going for a swim. Splish, splash, knock, knock, come on in. Oh, now there's how many? 1, 2. 2 little Amics going for a swim. Knock, knock, splish, splash, come on in. And now we have 3. 3 little Amics going for a swim. Knock, knock, splish, splash, come on in. Now there's 4. 4 little Amics going for a swim. Knock, knock, splish, splash, come on in. And now there are 5 little Amics in the bathtub. 5. 5 little Amics going for a swim. Knock, knock, splish, splash. They all fell in. Oh no, they all fell in.
I love it. Thanks for sharing those, Jen.
Oh, Angela, there's a song you sing that reminds me of all the water that the beavers are on. And you call it the water song. And you know it is one of my favorite songs. Could you sing it for us, my friend?
Absolutely, Jen. And I brought my drum today. And if you have something you can drum along with, be sure to do that. We're going to warm it up. We're going to give us 4 honor beats. Here we go. Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Wichita, do ya, do ya. Wichita, do ya, hey. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey. You think we can go really fast now? Let's try. Here we go. Wichita do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita do ya, do ya, hey. Wichita do ya, do ya, do ya. Wichita do ya, do ya, hey. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey ya. Wishatanea, hey ya, hey. Oh, Miigwech, Jen, that was a great suggestion. I do enjoy the water song. But you know what? I think it's time for us to get going. So I'd like to sing one last song with you. I'd like to sing Mama P. That's how we end all of our songs together in story times. Here we go. Mama P, Kawabamen. Mama P, Kawabamen. Mama P, Kawabamen. Mama P, Kawabamen. Way ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. 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 Mama P, my friends. Mama P, Kawabamen, until I see your light again. Oh, miigwech to all of you for helping me out today. Leanne, Jen, Margie, it's so nice to have you on board. Take care until we see you again. Mama P.
Mama P, Angela. Mama P, Margie and Jen.
Mama P, friends.